Obi-Wan died, first movie.
Right.
But and then Anakin dies, the third movie.
Okay.
The whole thing is it's closing up the previous series.
Yeah, but there was no previous series when the original trilogy came out. There was no previous series. They killed Obi-Wan because he served no narrative purpose after they escaped the Death Star. That's actually the truth.
Oh my god, they could have definitely used him.
There was no narrative purpose. He was just sitting in the background. So they said there was no point in keeping this character around. So they decided to kill his character in a meaningful way to help with the hero's journey.
Coming soon to a galaxy far, far away. Well, maybe not that far.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The new voiceover work for the Geek Bros?
Absolutely not.
But it's a special announcement.
I can handle it. In a galaxy far, far away, join Vibe, Darthflex, and Garbanzo on the Star Wars Celebration podcast stage for a special panel discussion.
Psst. You didn't tell them it's on Friday, April 12th at 1 p.m.
I'm getting to that.
Sorry.
Streaming Friday, April 12th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Then, at 7 p.m., Saturday, April 13th, the fun continues at the Hyatt Regency Arc Bars Podcast Meetup.
What about Joe Taro, the Stallion?
Who? Keeping Up with the Geek Bros, live from Star Wars Celebration Chicago 2019. Geeking out still sounds this good.
Ooh, I like that.
I know you would. In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
And thank you for tuning in to Keep Up the Geek Bros podcast, pre-Star Wars Celebration special. We are impromptu, very randomly, streaming live on the Geek Bros Facebook and the Geek Bros Instagram. It's been a long day, okay? We're testing it out in preparation for Star Wars Celebration 2019 Chicago. We're going to get to that. Greetings, I'm Vibe.
Darthflex and Garbanzo.
And we already said it. We're at the podcast live. Fantastic.
Yeah, we're super excited getting ready for Chicago. I got these brand new shorts that I can't wait to wear.
You know it's going to be like 30 degrees and raining, right?
Huh.
Well, on that note, he's still going to wear it. He's still going to rock it. And if he gets frostbite, we'll be there live.
I'm a Floridian. I don't have any cold weather gear.
Well, there's Burlington Coat Factory. They're more than just great coats.
Send us free stuff.
Yes. Not a problem.
For me, because
before we get started, Flex, can you give the people listening and then watching our social media?
Well, it's a long day.
Okay.
So I didn't do my hair. You lovely folks can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEEKBR0S. You can also email us at geekbros with a 0 at yahoo.com. Same thing, geekbros, GEEKBR0S at yahoo.com. You can also find these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful buttery voices and actually faces as well at YouTube. You can look at us up at youtube.com/VibeRed Studios. You can also find us at the only place.
The only place.
At a Weeby Geeks PC.
Well, the first place.
The first place.
Yeah. Not the only place. The first place. Yes, WeebyGeeksPC.com. Don't forget.
And I forgot one more thing.
What's that? Oh, Twitch? Okay, tell them about the Twitch. Twitch that itch.
So ladies and gentlemen, I have been streaming on. We've been streaming on Twitch, playing a little Warframe. Allegedly. So go ahead, follow us on Twitch. We may even start podcasting there occasionally, maybe just to kind of get the following up and going.
Maybe once a month we can
do something about like something like that.
Tavern.
But the whole thing is that come check us out. If you any games you guys want to watch one of us play or play with us.
I'm not playing video games. Sorry. Vibe hates video games.
You can come and reach out to me at least on our through email at geekbros@yahoo.com.
Garbanzo, the only geek bro. So this is this is the pre-Star Wars Celebration live special. This is going to be the prologue to what we're going to be doing at Star Wars Celebration. So tune in live Friday, April 12th, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. That means you guys on the East Coast, it's 2 o'clock. Don't miss it. 2 o'clock your time, 1 o'clock Chicago time. What happened? You're digging the hair?
The hair
I'm digging the hair too. Absolutely. So that's April.
First kombucha, now the hair, bro. Seriously, we're losing you to the left.
Now shake it out a little bit, out Sassoon. That's Friday, April 12th, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Check us out live from Star Wars Celebration, streaming on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So, well, allegedly. And if you're in the Chicago area and you are at Star Wars Celebration, you want to meet us and share some drinks and talk some stuff and slap me around, that's the podcast meetup Saturday, April 13th, 7:30 p.m.
Where?
At the Arc Bar.
Oh, okay. I really forgot where it was.
Oh, the Arc Bar.
I have a horrible memory.
You haven't seen the pictures of the place, right?
No.
I'm very swanky.
I like non-spoiler reviews.
Oh, understandable. Before we get started, I'm adding in, actually, are debuting a new segment live for you guys. It's audience participation. I'm going to read some comments that was placed on some of our videos. I actually put it there for you guys. Okay, so this comment comes from our loyal listener, Squeezy Bits. I love saying that as a whisper. He commented on Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 60, the video recap. He says the time code 41, Dark Flex's intro. So I assume he liked the intro that we scripted for you. So I assume that.
Oh yeah.
And then he says at 1 hour and 23 minutes. But Garbanzo West goes from biting his nails to interrupting the review. He says, I'm a big fan of cinematography. His favorite Stan Lee cameo is the Teen Titans Go to the Movies surprise, which I completely forgot about that.
Oh my god, that was a really good cameo too.
Yeah, it was. Has Jotaro the Stallion always been a ginger, or did he actually have Brian what? Scalabrine? The guest star. I don't know who that is. But so that was one, and then he also commented again on the Joker trailer review, which just came out. He responded with, both Marvel and DC franchises have general villain problems. Batman has always had a Joker to create dynamic relationships between a hero and villain. He's pretty excited about the movie. So thank you, Squeezy Bits, for commenting on our YouTube videos. Don't forget you can check us out on youtube.com/Vibro Studios, the only non-branded thing, because this is a production of Vibe Studios. Check it out, comment, and guess what? We're going to read your comments, and we're going to comment on your comments. With that being said, Squeezy Bits says that the Joker is a dynamic villain for Batman.
Yeah.
And he's pretty excited about the movie. Now, we already got into this a little bit, but now that he said that, has it changed your opinion upon the trailer that you saw?
No. I mean, the whole thing is that my review on the trailer is really strictly based on the movie.
Okay.
I know the role the Joker plays.
Right.
He's the yin to the yang, the darkness to the light, blah 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 blah. But
darkness as light.
Yes, Bane.
Darkness rises, and light to meet it.
It's like Mufasa,
it's like a.
I'm trying to do Snoke. What are you guys talking about? It's
Bane.
Snoke. He goes. That was Snoke. Snoke goes. Darkness rises, and light to meet it. You don't remember that thing?
Snoke was a black guy, yeah.
Oh, well, allegedly.
I mean, he wasn't wrong long enough for us to really find out much about him. Or
you're throwing shit at The Last Jedi. Save it.
Dude, did you guys see the little meme online where it's the Snoke sitting here in the lightsaber and it says plot twist?
Oh no, I never saw that.
That's pretty funny.
That was actually really good. Awesome.
Oh gosh. So you said no, it didn't change your.
No, to me it's just it didn't feel like a DC movie,
right?
Except for the mention of Gotham. Other than that, it's just like a play.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like a thriller, and we're gonna see. I don't know. We may get lucky and
see the new Batman. Or maybe they'll just do like a Shazam and just do Batman but not his face.
Yeah, just from here now. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Jesus, people.
So, with that being said, thank you very much, Squeezy Bits, for your comments. And you guys out there, comment on either our Instagrams or comment on the Twitters or comment on the YouTubes. And I'm going to start screenshotting these sexy bad boys. And I'm going to start, having discussions about them. Because you want to know why? We want to hear from you and we want to prove to you that we're reading it and responding. With that being said, gentlemen, tell me about your weekends. Briefly about your weekends.
All right, so this weekend I finally got off my ass.
I was just reading the sorry.
There's comments?
It's
I think
more,
one of them said we're facts. All right, so this weekend I got.
I can't with you, bro. I can't.
I'm not kidding. When we're done, go back to the comments.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll go through it later.
So this weekend I finally got off my ass and I actually not decided. I mean, I knew I was going to do it. I just finally did it. I'm making something pretty nice for our fans at Star Wars Celebration. So if you're going to be at our panel, you might have a chance to win what I'm making for you. And it's 100% handmade, organic. It's not gluten-free, but
vegan.
You're not going to eat it. And it is vegan.
It is vegan.
Yeah, no,
and,
it is vegan.
and solid.
Oh, yeah, it is solid. Actually,
solid
you can use it as a weapon if you're walking home from a bar late at night. But
that is true.
Basically, if you guys have seen any of our past video recaps, it's basically that lovely tanker that's sitting above me that says Vibro Studios. No, that's not going to be the
no. It's a special edition Geek Bros Star Wars Celebration Chicago
version of it.
The only one that will be made.
Yes.
That. Oh my fucking god.
Oh no. We're live. A family podcast.
The only one of its kind. The only one of its kind. Sorry, I just. All right.
Garbanzo, your weekend.
I've been working back to back days.
Okay.
Just to make sure I can take off for Chicago.
Okay.
So I've been just working a lot. Now the whole thing is that I'm going to be going through my personal collection and maybe taking a few items with me. And depending on who shows up and maybe answer a few questions, we may have a couple of cool little things to give out.
So you're giving away that Leia, right?
No one's touching my Leia.
Okay.
But there will be
when you have a bathroom break.
Huh?
Nothing. Carry on.
But they will be Star Wars related. Maybe not everything will be Star Wars related, but it'll be
as close as we can.
As close as we can afford.
Cool. My weekend, video editing. Lots of video editing. I did do a couple of videos, the production stuff for well, we're good. You need to fix my thing because you're off center from there.
Oh, I'm alright.
Are you good?
I'm in the comments section.
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
Lots of editing. That's really about it. Preparing for the trip, writing some scripts. What happened?
He was eating the comments.
So, let's go to the next part. Would you pick up your script? And by the way, we don't usually have physical copies of our outline. It's because we're not doing it via Skype.
Yeah. So, what's going on with Geek Bros? I mean,
Geek
besides
Bros.
the obvious.
Besides the obvious. Well, the obvious is Star Wars Celebration, Friday, 1 p.m. Central. Tune in. Other than that, we just dropped our Joker trailer review. That's actually all 5 of us. That's myself, Darflex, Garbanzo, Jotaro, who the formerly Stallion. He doesn't want to be called that anymore. Believe it or not.
Really?
He doesn't want to be called Jotaro the Stallion. He just wants to be called Jotaro.
Jotaro the Leprechaun?
No, Jesus. Listen, I need you guys. You know, if I want to comment, I want you guys to comment on that about his hair color.
I'm not gonna. I refuse to call him Jotaro.
What are you gonna call him?
Seamus.
Okay. Seamus the Stallion?
No, just Seamus.
Oh, okay.
Seamus O'Leary.
What's our Seamus go?
O'Malley.
Seamus O'Malley.
So, sorry, Joe. I mean, Seamus.
See, I told you to stick with the Stallion. You don't want to listen. Joe actually is not with us today because Joe actually he remotes in from New York City. So, what was that?
He's not with us.
Yes, rest in peace, Jotaro the Stallion. He's not with us because
we are retiring the name, so that works.
We are. So that's why he's not with us in this live podcast. But he will be there in Chicago, believe it or not. So he'll be up there with his really, really bright blonde glory.
Are you sure it's not red? It looks so red.
Did you look at the
It looks like
it's more like a bronze.
It's rusty. It's like if Eminem had his soul stolen from an Asian.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Right. No. That's about as accurate as you can get.
Okay. Yeah. I like your. Oh my god. If you, Jotaro, I don't apologize, but you brought this upon yourself.
So, what were we talking about today?
The only thing we're talking about today is Star Wars The Last Jedi Revisited. We're going to discuss the re-review, the franchise impact, and the backlash legacy. So, with that being said, we're going to go from left to right, my left, not your left, or left to right, and we're going to re-review it. You guys, I don't know whether you saw it, my left, your left, our left.
Me.
Yes.
Hi.
So, re-review first, gentlemen. You've had time now, you know.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, first, let's just go. Well, initially you liked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it twice since then.
Okay.
And there's a lot more plot holes in there, and also because I read the book.
Okay.
The book throws in some stuff that kind of answers a few questions. That really kind of ticked me off. That why that scene couldn't be from the movie, but yet it's, I don't know. It was a certain thing. It was something that was actually valid. Like, do you know why Luke didn't go?
To where?
He didn't have a spaceship,
But that was the whole thing. Is
to go where?
To go.
You mean instead of for Skype?
Yes. There's a reason. There's an actual explanation.
Yeah, because Ray left.
I understand that, but spoiler alert for those who haven't read the book.
I haven't read the book. I'm not going to read the book, so spoil away.
He tries to catch up to her to go with him.
How so? In the movie, he just stands there and watches the thing fly off.
No, in the book, he actually tries. This is what pisses me off.
Okay.
And the whole thing is that in the book, he actually changes his mind, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go. So I need to go."
How long?
It was after. It was.
How long after the movie was released did the book get written?
The book came out almost the same time.
Really?
So Ray killed Luke?
Technically.
Well, and on top of that, he drove her
off. And on top of that, she allowed him. Like he allowed her to think that they were being attacked. On this planet because they have people, like, these invaders come in, whatever.
Well, yeah, that
was actual traitors.
That was wasn't that the third trial that ever showed?
Yeah, well, the whole thing is that it was a joke. He played a practical joke on her, to show like it kind of give a glimpse of the old Luke.
But that's the deleted scene on the DVD though.
Oh no, I only watched it on Netflix. Oh
no,
I have the Blu-ray.
There's the deleted scene. That was the third. That was the third Star Wars.
Yeah, 5K. It comes out and gives you a handy. No, I meant 4K.
What? Family podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Family.
By
podcast.
handy, I mean high five. High five. He just gave me a handy.
I like handies.
So, as we were saying, that's kind of what.
Look at me like that.
So that's kind of like, I still, as a Star Wars movie, I enjoy it. Do I think that it belongs above the Phantom Menace? I can't really say.
Oh, that's a good way to end it right there, Mr. Flex. You liked it originally. Now, how do you feel with the re-review?
I still like a lot of the parts you dislike.
Okay.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is just the way it ended. It kind of just... It's like, whoever this dude, Ryan Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruin.
Ruin. Yeah.
Ruin.
Oh my god.
That's not a bad word.
Badly. Of course it's not a bad. What do you mean it's not a bad word?
Show me. It's in the dictionary. All right.
So yeah. So is
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Now it is. But like, this is an old word from the dictionary.
Okay.
This is what you described as kings. All right. So yeah, kings who were taken control by someone else, like boy kings. All right. So.
Boy kings is opposed to man kings, like
like young kings who get controlled by the bishop and other ones.
Oh, like King Joffrey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Joffrey will be a boy king.
I don't know. That just came out because I just know
he's a
it.
cuckold.
Okay.
So the ending, I feel like this Ryan Johnson guy just took everything that was good,
right,
and beautiful about Star Wars, like the original trilogy, what I grew up with, and purposely killed it because he was offended that someone dead named him.
So what you're saying is he let the past die. He killed it if he had to.
Yeah, but like, I don't mind Luke dying. I do not mind Luke dying, but like, bro, you're a director. Do some actual directing, or like do something. You know, like
dude, even R2 was pissed.
It's not even lazy.
Even
writing.
R2 was pissed.
Like, it's not even lazy writing.
Right.
It's just bad writing. Like, come on, bro. Like, who do you think the audience for this is? Honestly.
Well, he said it himself. His goal was to subvert expectations. You guys expected Luke to go there. You expected him to be the hero on that particular level. So anything you expected, anything you expected in this movie, he subverted on purpose.
So here's my thing, right?
Yes.
If Carrie Fisher was still alive, I would be okay with it.
Why?
Because I knew going into this trilogy that Han, Leia, and Luke were gonna die.
I disagree because they didn't have to die.
Yeah, no, they kind of. It's when I had a feeling that it was going to happen,
right?
Only because I know that Harrison Ford wanted to.
Well, Harrison Ford's death was telegraphed the minute they greenlit The Force Awakens, but they didn't have to. But narratively, you don't have to kill them all.
I understand that.
They could have been the background characters.
They needed. You need they needed a height. I don't want to give all my stuff away, but the whole thing is that because I want to save some of this for the actual discussion at Celebration.
Okay.
But, let's just say that there's a reasoning behind it, and I understand. So, why does that bother you so much?
It bothers me.
Here's a mouse.
Oh, look at you. Does it work?
Yeah, it does.
I see it. Okay. No, I think I see it.
It's there. It's there.
No, I don't see it either.
Yeah, it's there.
Carry on. What were you saying?
But the whole thing is that I
swear to God, our live from Chicago is going to be far less chaotic or
hiccupy.
Yeah, that's what we're doing this now.
This is a test run. Also, I'm really glad you guys showered. By the way, thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Your dog gave me a bath.
Yeah, he did. He's a nice guy. So,
when did you say you work again?
Tomorrow. I work every day.
I didn't say when. It's where.
No. No, I do not.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, so you just got that?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is like I kind of saw that coming.
Right.
I'm actually was and I understood because they want to have that closure.
Yeah.
And for the other fans, kind of like how they killed. If you look at it, in the previous movies, for the prequels, right? Most of the characters, all the main characters, of the prequels were who? Padme, Obi-Wan, Anakin, right? Padme was killed off before the end of the third movie.
Well, it's because they needed it to link up with the original.
Exactly,
right. But there was no excuse for the sequel. Okay,
Obi-Wan died, first movie,
right?
But
then Anakin dies the third movie.
Okay.
The whole thing is it's closing up the previous series.
Yeah, but there was no previous series when the original trilogy came out. There was no previous series. They killed Obi-Wan because he served no narrative purpose after they escaped the Death Star. That's actually the truth.
Oh my God, they could have definitely used him.
There was no narrative purpose. He was just sitting in the background. So they said there was no point in keeping his character around. They said they decided to kill his character in a meaningful way to help with the hero's journey. That was a creative decision.
And I understand that, and that's kind of what
it served a narrative purpose.
Again, and I get that.
Right.
And the whole thing is that they could have they pushed the hero's journey, but the different heroes are being affected by the different deaths.
Okay. Well, with me, I disliked The Last Jedi. When I walked out, I actually literally wearing this same shirt, got up for my review in the beginning and refused to do the review. So it was just Garbanzo and Darflex, the artist formerly known as Juancho. They did it, and I have not warmed up to it since. I still think it's a beautiful movie. It's shot, but the visuals are amazing. The acting is whatever. The music is great. The story is still the worst. it's just the worst. I mean, the prequel trilogy was stilted, but it made a point to me. I understood what he was trying to do. When it came to burying when I say burying, I mean burying the original trilogy, it was just miserable. It rendered. I mean, The Force Awakens rendered the Return of the Jedi moot, but The Last Jedi, it's character assassination. I mean, from, you can say a little bit of Leia. It was on the opposite version because, again, I don't know how she survived the vacuum of space, allegedly. And what they did to Luke, without any context, made no sense. There was no context. Now, when they come up with a book that explains that he lost his wife, he I don't know, can't train properly, like there's enough, and that and that what happened between him and Ben was the final straw. I get it, but then of course, who made the map? Why did the map exist? What was he really doing there? I mean, there's so many things that don't make any sense. And it all began when he tossed that lightsaber over his shoulder, which is absolutely not. Because, I did do it. I watched The Force Awakens and Last Jedi back to back. I went from that scene to the next scene, and I said that was not the intent of the ending shot of Force Awakens. You could see it. He was morose. You saw real emotion in his face. There's no way you saw that Luke and you thought, yep, he's going to take the lightsaber and toss it over his shoulder and walk away grumpy. Kind of like how when I watched the end of Rogue One and the beginning of A New Hope, that connects pretty good. I get it.
It does very well.
I get it. That's what's up. Force Awakens? Have you guys ever watched The Force Awakens and then Last Jedi right afterwards?
I haven't, no.
I have. And it's jarring. You're just like, wait a minute. That look on his face?
I agree.
I'm like, no, that's not. That's more like, stay with you. So, it didn't grow on me. I watched it a couple of times. And I watched it again for what's going to be our Star Wars Celebration thing. And so it hasn't grown on me. You know what's grown on me? Rogue One has grown on me. That's grown on me.
It's a good movie.
So,
it's a good movie, dude.
The last third is a good movie. But it's grown on me.
K2SO, I'm sorry.
It's grown on me. It's grown on me. I've been watching that. I've been watching that. Even Solo's grown on me. But you know what hasn't grown on me? The Last Jedi.
Really? I hate Solo.
So,
I can't hate Solo. I actually, look, here's my thing.
Uh-huh.
The only reason, my saving grace for Solo, honestly, is that
Did you
was...
say Darth Maul?
No, that was awesome. That was a great part. No, it's actually...
Go watch the Clone Wars if you want some Darth Maul.
I did. 16 times.
Honestly, my favorite, what actually kept me going with it was Lando.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Lando was really good. He was in the game.
Now, what bothers me...
I want a Lando spinoff.
What bothers me is how he got his last name. There's no Thraken Sal Solo now. For those who haven't read the books, that's his cousin or uncle that actually is almost like royalty.
Oh.
And the Solo name Corellia is actually almost royalty.
How so? Isn't that like a garbage planet? Why are all the planets garbage planets?
No, Corellia is one of the biggest producers of fighters. And
did you watch Solo? When I said nobody wants to go back to Corellia, why do you want to go to Corellia? Just like nobody wants to go back to Jakku, why do you want to go to Jakku? Like nobody wants to go to Tatooine, who wants to go to Tatooine?
But they just that's what bothers me. But the fact is that Corellia is supposed to be it's supposed to be like this booming planet of industry.
It was outside industry. They were building big triangles in the sky. We're getting off topic. Let's talk about franchise impact of The Last Jedi. Garbanzo.
Where did that man?
Impact. What did The Last Jedi do to the franchise?
I
mean, obviously,
besides making people sad.
Well, yeah. Besides splitting the fan base, you're talking about it helped Solo bomb.
It really did.
Yeah, it hurt Solo.
It hurt Solo immensely.
It created the first flop of the Star Wars franchise.
And it wasn't even a bad movie. That's what drives me nuts.
No, I was as far as saying it was fun, but
yeah. And
it was a diametric opposition or opposite, that is, of The Last Jedi. Last Jedi was just a great big downer, and then Solo was like, yeah,
It's like, it's always feeling lucky, and I love, it's like, well, I got a good feeling about this. That was awesome to see that. Like, that actually kind of was like, Anyways,
I still hated his acting as Han Solo.
I hated that guy.
I didn't. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't feel that he was the best choice. He's not my Han Solo.
Hashtag not my Han Solo.
But I'll be honest, they did pick a fantastic, and also the guy who played Chewie.
Okay, what does that mean?
I thought he did very well for Chewie.
What meaning his mannerisms? Like I don't understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I thought that he just did really well.
He walked, he moved his hands. I think that's
He was a little bit more active than just walking and moving his hands.
Yeah, he did this. He had seizures every once in a while when he spoke.
He cried, I think.
Oh, who cried?
When he tells that other like Wookiee with
That wasn't a cry. That was like a
They
That
can't
was
physically cry, so I know he was crying. Dogs don't cry, bro.
Oh, what? That's like Wookiees not are dogs.
They're made after George Lucas's dog.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's not what I understood. Backlash to the legacy. What will this do to the future of Star Wars?
I think that it's going to create a lot of hate, and feminists are going to ruin it, and people are going to hate on way more because they think that it was, especially after hearing that she left Luke, they're going to blame all the women, which probably rightfully so.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Family podcast.
I just think that it's I don't know, man. Like honestly, they have to really like pull something out of their hats.
Kenobi. We're doing the Kenobi.
Yes, God.
Do the Kenobi movie.
But like, actually, that was one of the things is because it got so much backlash. There was an article.
Yeah,
that they
it slowed down everything.
The Kenobi spinoff. So I think, man, like people need to stop hating so much. Just be happy for what you're getting. It's a movie. It's not your life, bro. Like,
but it's okay.
I mean, I get it. Like for me, Princess Leia's death is still one of the greatest losses since like Jesus.
Well, I mean,
But
you mean Carrie Fisher's death? Princess Leia's not dead in the series.
if you can call yourself, oh yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. Well,
If I was going to be technical, yeah.
yeah. So Carrie Fisher's death, greatest loss since Jesus.
Since Jesus. Wow.
Allegedly,
It's about family.
If he was real, I don't know. But I think that people, in order for this to survive, one, they need to stop being so crowded with the writing.
Okay.
Which was really, to me, just the end of The Last Jedi. And on top of that, people need to stop speaking as if their opinions are so important. Like, the thing is, it is important. And your people's negativity is the reason why this negative backlash is happening. Honestly, just be happy, enjoy the ride. If you really, really, really want your Star Wars, and go out and go direct your own goddamn movie.
Oh,
let the directors.
You can't because they're gonna
exactly they can't. So just
not that they can't, but Disney's gonna
just suck it up.
Yeah, but Disney's gonna put like a thing on it for fan mail films and stuff.
Yeah,
copyright strikes and whatnot, and so on and so forth. Okay, so with that being said, Flex, you will now officially re-announce what our topic is going to be at Star Wars Celebration because you brought it up, and we kind of just jumped on that. I didn't write it there because I wasn't planning. I was just going to say it myself, but it's really you kind of came up with it,
right?
And randomly on episode 60, which you guys should listen to, weekspc.com.
Oh yeah, so actually the way it came up is that said we should all sit down with a bottle of whiskey and just discuss how we would have written The Last Jedi.
So, you heard it first. If you want to hear how we would write The Last Jedi, tune in Friday, April 12th, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern for you guys out there. Star Wars Celebration, Keepin the Geek Bros podcast live from the podcast stage. Don't mind Flex, it's been a long day. So, with that being said, I've been Vibe.
Darth Flex.
Scarbanzo.
And geeking out sounds fantastic in 30-degree rainy weather.
In shorts.
In shorts, too.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.